Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have some actual news in Grand Summoners. Last night, they hosted a 7th anniversary celebration live stream that showed off a ton of stuff coming, including a roadmap, which is actually detailing literally everything coming within the next few months. One of the big things coming, though, was the announcement of Tensura. We all kind of knew this. Tensura was going to be next, but it's good to actually have confirmation because we know how global could be. They could have just been like, hey, you know what? Instead, here's a rerun of Fairy Tail, which would have sucked. But we know that Tensura is coming, and if we actually look at the roadmap here, we can see that Tensura is starting in mid to late February. Now, one thing that is a bit interesting here is that at the top they have the Tensura crossover revival, and at the bottom they have Tensura crossover part 1. I'm hoping that both part 1 and the revival releases at the same time, but if it's different, that's a little strange. Another thing to mention too about this little column is that we have the Super Forever Summon, which we did make a video on already about who to Forever Summon this year, and we also have a reset of the first meet bonus, which is one of the first times they've done this in forever. This is great. This is a free 140 crystals just by playing multiplayer, so yeah, if you haven't done this shit, make sure you do it. This isn't the same as Helper Rewards, by the way. This is something completely different. This is just, you play multiplayer. Every time you run to a new person that you haven't played with before, you get like 5 crystals up to like 140. Another thing I want to mention too is that if we go over to the left real quick, this is showing off everything that we have currently in the game, pretty much. We have the Valentine's Day event, and then we have the login bonuses on top of the daily quest. Now, one thing to take note of is that I'm pretty sure these 7th anniversary login bonuses pretty much last until the 8th anniversary, if I'm not mistaken, which I know a lot of us was complaining about the notice they released a few days ago talking about the Grand Crystal Pass, where the first free Grand Crystal Pass will no longer give you like 10 paid crystals, so you could do like the first step on like a paid step up banner, so you could get a max elixir, which was huge for a new player. This was like one of the best strats you could do, but they took that away because they said that we were abusing it. Literally the stupidest terminology I've ever heard. But now it seems like they kind of went ahead and just implemented, hey, whenever you're a new player and you're logging in, you're getting a max elixir right out the gate, which is great. Finally, we have the last bit of this roadmap, which is going to be happening from March to early April, which unfortunately is whenever we'll be seeing the boy freaking Veldora. We got to wait a bit longer for him, pretty much a whole another month. Also, look at this new game mode. On global, it will not be called Grand Battle. It is called the Grand Crusade, which, oh my god.
You better slaves will not dare touch our queen.
And then finally, a brand new Nova Crest Palace, which I'm not for sure which one that could be. Of course, with Tensura coming back, we have buffs for everybody, which we'll get into that stuff whenever we get closer to the release, but everybody just got a bit stronger. That's pretty much all there was to it. That is our actual 7th anniversary, which we should have got this roadmap a very long time ago. Probably like the start, the Valentine's Day event is probably when we should have got it or something like that, because yeah, the fact they didn't release this for so long is kind of crazy. Either way though, fam, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you all for hanging out. Tell me down below what you guys think about all of the new events coming to Grand Summoners. Are you guys liking it? Are you guys not? Do you guys wish there was a bit more? Of course, there is no mention of mines in here or raids, but I do feel like mines will be squeezed in somewhere along this roadmap. I'm pretty sure. Probably like whenever Tensura comes out, I could see a mines rerun with Tensura for like a week or something like that. We'll have to see what they're planning, but either way, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you all again for hanging out, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.